Well, the weather's over, so here you're watching Double Talk. I'm Michael Mandel.
I'm Bob Diven.
Our guest co-host, known throughout Las Cruces for many things. Right now, he's probably doing a picture on the downtown mall. So you can see him here. You can see him here and at the downtown mall simultaneously if you're watching this on your iPhone. I would think. We're on it, this is Saturday at 11 o'clock, and we're glad to be here. What a lovely day.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
It's hard to think of that kind of stuff. Bob does a lot of stuff. That's why he can't think about time ever. But he's usually prompted, or queued up. One of the reasons he's here, other than the fact that Mark's not, is this week is the opening of August, Osage County. Is that the pronunciation?
That is.
I'm glad I got that right. August or county? Or
both.
Osage. So you've been working on this play with Brandon, right?
Yeah, Lo-Fi Productions.
Lo-Fi.
Low finance.
That's the hi-fi. I thought Fidelity, because that's a picture of Bob and Alex Wheeler, right? Mm-hmm. Is that, and he's ready to
scene.
He's ready to bite her ear off, it looks like. He often looks like that. One of Bob's many, he always likes that scene. He is the rat man of the Renaissance Fair. It's not called, what's it called? The rat.
The rat catcher?
The rat catcher.
I answered all of those names.
The rat
Anything
catcher.
Rat
Keep that picture on. Don't go away from there, because we're still talking about August, Osage County. Chris Ripple, who's been a co-host of this show often. Dave Edwards, who we haven't gotten here. And the chinless girl, I think that's Alex, right? Here you go. Dave. That's Dave.
Chris,
and wait, where?
Alex.
There, Alex. So we're looking forward to this. Almost every actor in Las Cruces is in this play, isn't it?
Large cast, and it runs every weekend in August. We made it easy. It's called
weekend.
August Osage County, and it runs every weekend in August.
What are you doing for September? Are we going to do
September Doniana
September
County.
Song?
September Doniana
September
County.
Song. So
we're still writing
the play runs 3 hours, right?
At this
you
point,
said,
yeah.
Well, what about when everybody learns their lines? Will it be shorter?
Everybody knows their lines.
Dave?
Everybody knows
Dave,
their lines.
Chris? They both know their lines?
Everybody knows their lines.
Well, this is truly an august moment in Las Cruces when everybody knows their lines before the play starts. Actually, the play is in its second night tonight, because it started Friday, yesterday.
Although, and the opening went great last night.
Yes.
So it's too late to see it tonight, but you have
three
more weekends.
No, you can see it tonight. You can see it Saturday, and we're on Saturday, so you can see it right now. But you can't see it yesterday.
What time are we on Saturday?
Which is our tomorrow.
What time are we on Saturday? Didn't you say 11?
We're 11 in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
In the morning.
Oh, then I can't be here because I'm right now drawing on the street.
That's why you can see them both on TV. Those of you who have your iPhones, go over to Bob while he's drawing his. Where are you going to be? Exactly.
I'm always on Griggs Street, Griggs and the downtown mall.
And you've seen
right in the middle of the farmers market.
And you
can look down.
You can
if
be
you
watching
don't look
this,
down, you won't see.
You can be
me.
watching this and watching him draw. And those are very often photographed and put into the Sun News. I see them a lot. Or maybe it's
once in a while.
Oh, maybe it's not the Sun News. You know what I always confuse? The Sun News with Facebook. What is the difference?
They're so similar.
They are. Many things on newspaper are on Facebook or vice versa. What else do we have a picture of there? Do we have another picture? There's something good. That is, we want to end with a nice the only reason we have this is because later in the show we want to talk about breastfeeding week, and we just wanted to. Thank you for taking that. Oh,
that's Aunt Maddie Faye commenting on how long it's been since she's seen her niece.
That's not her niece.
She's developed a lot.
She's not looking at her knees.
Her niece.
Her niece. Oh,
her niece.
Okay. You better put our picture back on.
Her niece.
Those of you who don't like pictures like that, well, go to the play. Just don't look.
You can open your eyes now.
What else can you tell us about the play that's not going to give it away? I hear you told me it goes against 3 basic rules of theater.
It does. And yet it won the Pulitzer for new play. It won the Tony for the best play. It is
And-
a pretty rocking drama.
And it won numerous Oscars, even though Oscars aren't given for it.
No, but apparently they're talking about
Tonys.
making it into a film.
It'll be a 2.5-hour film. They'll cut the opening scenes.
They'll cut my character.
That's how it'll be. So
That'll shave 5
How many
minutes.
characters are in this play?
A lot.
That many?
They're about,
I thought
don't
they're
know,
just
are there
some.
10?
Some, I don't know. I
There
just
10?
read this. I only know what I read in Facebook or the
Let's say at
newspaper.
least 10.
At least 10.
At least 10.
So you've been doing that. You've been in many plays. I know
Yes.
everybody watching the show wants to see a discussion about current topics, but it's so rare that we get Bob here. And I just wanted to go through some of the millions of things he does all the time. He's like the only guy who can probably support himself or not support himself doing either way, doing art in Las Cruces. He is a real artist that makes a living doing art, and yet he has time for doing shows like this and plays. You've been in many plays.
I have been.
Some of your more notable roles, I think, other than stuff done for ASTC. I remember, for instance, Man of La Mancha. That was a
Man
big
of La
one,
Mancha.
wasn't it?
Harvey.
And Harvey, that's the other one I think of you as.
Guys and Dolls. The Sound of Music.
Oh, yes, that was
Oliver.
on the ASTC stage. Oliver. Oh, you were a bad guy.
I was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy. I try not to remember he was a bad guy, just as a
bad
good
guy.
guy. So anyway, Bob has done many things in town. Many of you perhaps recognize him. I never recognize him. I always ask him what he's going to be looking like. Sometimes he has a beard, sometimes a mustache. It's hard for me to recognize people anyway, because I'm of that age. Anyway, anything else you want to say about the play? You were giving me all sorts of things. You think it's time to talk about regular things like the debt ceiling?
Sure. It's a
You're
great
getting
play. It's a great drama. There are good people in it. It's crackling. It's outrageous. You will laugh. You will squirm. You will squeal. I'm not so sure about the squealing part, but
So Osage County's in Oklahoma, where the sound of squeals is probably common.
yes, it's a family in Oklahoma.
A family
And
in
everything
Oklahoma.
that implies.
And we can all identify with that, except me, who has nothing whatsoever to identify with in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay?
You're the
No,
reason
okay.
God made Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah, to balance the world, Oklahoma. So it should be pretty good. I'm going to be there every night. In fact, Doyle Smith asked me to be an usher. So I am going to play the role of usher. I've asked him to send me the lines. I'm going to try to rehearse.
Oh, and he will be playing that role at Mikey's Place, the Center for the Arts, at the corner of Harrelson and
Some other
Conway
street.
Streets in Mesilla Park, right off of Main Street.
So I have Bob here to remind me that you need a place to go. Most people who watch this show also read newspapers. So if you forgot what he just said, it's in Mesilla Park at Mikey's Place every weekend in August. And August is a long month, so it's just going to run and run.
4 weekends.
4 weekends.
4.
But you did like 6 months of rehearsal.
I think we're
have done
well
it.
rehearsed.
You have lots of rehearsal. Anyway, so another thing that took an awful long time was to get the debt ceiling raised. That took about 6 months. We're happy, of course, this being whatever day it is, because the debt ceiling was raised and because there were no tax increases, yet there was a spending cut. We now have to deal with Thursday, there was a 500-point drop in the Dow, which is substantial, especially since this is what the economy will look like in a few months, because when the government stops spending, that means nobody has money.
But the good news
Yes, what's the good news?
is now, because there were no revenue increases, no tax increases, all those job-creating millionaires and businesses out there can now start creating the millions of jobs that will keep that from happening.
Well, that's good.
They're probably doing it right now.
They are people who have been relieved of the fact that their taxes are going to increase, are sitting there thinking of how to hire people.
That's what I'm doing.
Because you've been, your taxes have.
I've been sitting on a load of cash.
God, and you were afraid to jump into the people hiring market.
That's right. I've been holding back, man. I've been holding back,
It's a
but
good-
no more.
Good way to make money is to go hire people.
Now that the government is off of my neck.
So, you know, and I'm not for any one particular party, but I believe when you...
I'm for my birthday party. I really like that.
When is your
but-
birthday? Wasn't
Oh,
it
it just
recently?
passed. It's too late for me. But it's
But-
not too late for others.
Well,
So please, go on.
My birthday's still coming up. I'll tell you when to send presents. When you have spending cuts, what do people spend money on? Well, they spend money on buying things and paying people to have jobs. The government gives people jobs. It makes jobs for people. If you want to take that...
Oh, no.
Oh, it
The
doesn't.
Tea Party
Walmart
tells
does.
us that the government has never created a job. That's what the Tea Party tells us.
You mean the Tea Party, those people who have jobs in Congress in Washington?
No. The Tea Party, the ones that are living on their government retirement. From their government jobs that were also paid for by taxpayers.
Right, but you know, they're not just living on retirement. They also get Medicare, don't they?
Medicare,
Right.
TRICARE,
TRICARE,
if they're military veterans, retired.
Quadracare, BICARE for transvestites.
Their motorized scooters.
Oh, those
I'm
motorized...
all for motorized scooters. Don't get me wrong.
You like motorized scooters? Do you like the races, or what do you like about it?
No, I'm not ready for one yet. I'm just not
You're
anti.
just
I'm not
planning that.
anti-motorized scooters.
Well,
I'm not.
you know, it really helps the motorized scooter business, and that's always good.
You know what other businesses are going to really pick up now is the luxury
Pickup
yacht
business.
business.
The luxury yacht business?
Yeah, because they were going to go close loopholes,
Oh, and
tax
then you can't
loopholes,
buy-
and it was going to cut down luxury yacht building jobs.
Well, I am so glad that I bought my luxury yacht, and I don't have to worry about losing my tax break on that. Because if I'm going to buy a luxury yacht for $3 million, surely I would like to save $60,000 on that. It would work.
That's how I feel.
So we're sort of ready to take a break, I believe. I think
They're ready to take a break.
somebody's
I believe.
ready to take a break. During break, you want to go out on my yacht? Because
love to. Can
it's
we
a
play
really
yacht-
hot day.
Can we play Yahtzee?
We can play Yahtzee. Yes. Skip to my yacht, my darling. And
That's as good as it's going to
the
get.
trouble is in, what is it, Elephant Butte Lake? There's no chance of it sinking.
true.
Before it sinks, it will run aground, I believe. You want to go on my yacht?
Just sort of go forward
Yes.
about
and
100 yards,
stop.
back up
Back.
100 yards.
But you know what? You never spill your martini when you're on a grounded yacht. You're just sitting there and you go, it's not moving, it's pretty here.
Yep.
Martini, you know why they make martini glasses? To tell if you're too drunk to drink them. If you're too drunk to drink them, they're going to start splashing all over the place. It's a safety feature to keep people from drinking martinis too much.
That's brilliant.
I know, isn't
That's the
that
kind
amazing?
of thinking that got us out of the caves.
That's right, that and Marie Antoinette. Oh, I'll explain that during the break. We're going to be taking a break in about
We're going to eat cake.
3 seconds. We're going to eat cake and sit on our yachts, and hopefully you're doing that too. See you after these important words from people who actually spent money to put the show on the air.
Oh, dear.